guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of my recent crochet works in progress, as well as I have a couple finished objects. So I'm super excited to show you what I have been working on over the last couple weeks. Also, we are so super close to hitting 3,000 subscribers, which is so exciting. I hit 1,000 subscribers close to a year ago in I think it was the beginning of August. I hit 1,000 subscribers. So to have grown by a couple more thousand subscribers in less than a year is so exciting. I'm just so thankful for you guys, and I would love to ask that if you haven't already, if this is the first video that you're seeing of mine, or if you've seen a couple and are considering subscribing, I would love to ask you to be a part of this community. If this is your first video, I post hauls, yarn hauls. I post a lot of WIPs videos and finished objects videos. I also will do random videos from time to time, like shop with me or crochet with me. I'll do crochet and chats, and just different things like that. So anything yarn and crochet related, you can definitely count on me for all of that type of content. So if you are interested in that, I would love if you would subscribe, and if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you would like this video. It really does help so much. So let's just get started. The first thing that I'm gonna show you guys is just a quick little update on my temperature blanket. I did post an update last week on it, but I have made a little more progress. As of today, I am on June 16th, so I am about a month behind still, but that has been my priority this last couple weeks, is to really work on that. So in the mornings when I'm listening to my Bible, I will do several rows, so eventually I will get caught up. But here is the new portion here. So let's see, I've probably done, since you guys saw it last, probably about this chunk here. So looks very similar to what I showed you guys last time, how I'm using a lot of the Struggle is Teal colorway. So there's a lot of white, a lot of turquoise, some yellow and orange in there. So you're seeing a lot of that in this new section. This is one of the top colors I've been using, and this is for the 70s range. So 70 to 79, and I would assume though, so of course we used a ton of this in May, we're using a ton of it in June, but in July things are changing. I've already been tracking the temperatures, and we only use this color one time so far in July. So obviously here in Kentucky in July we don't get a ton of days that are in the 70s range. You know, if it's been rainy all day or something like that, then we will, but so this color, even though I'm using a ton of it now, won't be sticking around too much longer, or at least won't show up much in July and probably August too. The second color we've been using the most is very similar to the Struggle is Teal. This is all I have left of my first skein. It's a tangled mess right now, but I did buy a new skein. So as you can see, here's the side by side. This one is called Amber Honey. So similar colorways. There's oranges in both, there's yellows in both, there's turquoise in both. But as you can see, this one has a ton of white and this one doesn't. So very, very similar. And those are the two colors that I think June was pretty much only those two colors, with like maybe one day of another color. So all this new section here, you're seeing all of that orange and yellow and white and turquoise. So super pretty and very different compared to what I was using down here when it was cooler. So it's just interesting to see it change. And even though I'm using variegated yarn, I think it's cool that you can still see you know, how the temperatures have changed throughout the year so far. So very excited to be making more progress on this, and I've become quite invested in it again, so that's always good whenever you're enjoying what you're working on. So just wanted to give you guys a quick little update, because that is what I've been focusing on the most over the last couple weeks. Okay, and then I don't think I've showed you guys this, but you might have seen it in the background of my videos recently, and it's this little NoSew Whale. I will post any pattern links down in the description, so if you are wanting to make any of these patterns, it will be there for you. I'm also going to post the Bible verse that I share at the end down in the description. So one of my amazing subscribers suggested that to me, and I had just never thought to do that, so thank you so much, and that will be down there as well. So here's this little NoSew Whale. You guys have probably heard me say I just do not like sewing at all. Amigurumi parts, you know, any type of sewing. I just don't like it. I will do it, but I just prefer not to. So no-sew projects are a hit with me. So I think I bought this one off Etsy. I think it was pretty cheap, and I just thought it was really cute. I used the Premier Just Chenille in white, and then I used the Premier Parfait Chunky in this color right here. I don't have a label, but it's just, you know, you can see it, turquoise-ish, seafoamy color. And then I used a little bit of Just Chenille in Flamingo for the cheeks, and then of course some little safety eyes. So super cute, and I think this is fun because you can make this in so many different yarn weights and it would still be so cute. Like, I would love to make it in a jumbo yarn, but I don't love working with jumbo yarn, so we'll see if that ever happens. And Bernat Blanket, I think, would make an even bigger whale than the Parfait Chunky, even though they're both classified as a 6 weight. So I may try it with Bernat Blanket and see how it turns out, but I love crocheting like little sea creatures. I just think that's so much fun for some reason. So we'll put him up there for now. Okay, another sea creature. This one is a WIP. It is not completely finished yet. I still have a tail to weave in, and I still have a couple fins to add. But this is a little, I think it's called a, is it a butterfly fish? I don't know if it's a butterfly fish or like a rainbow fish or something. I'm not sure, but this was a paid for pattern on Etsy as well. I had some leftover Big Twist party yarn that I used for a cardigan, and I just thought it would be perfect for a fish because it would be multicolored, but I wouldn't have to change colors at all. Here is one similar. This is not the one that I used, but it is the same type of yarn, and I want to make something with this. But I'm thinking a cupcake, like the top being this, because it looks like it's sprinkles. I think that's so cute. But yeah, so I just thought that would be perfect for this little fish, and it turned out super cute. I definitely would like to make more of these. So with working on my temperature blanket, and then also I have a cardigan, a summer cardigan that I have not worked on in a few weeks. That's why it's not in this video, but I do plan to get back into that soon. Because those were bigger projects and taking quite a while, I always like to break it up with smaller projects. So, you know, the little whale and this guy, these don't take super long. I think the whale took an hour and a half maybe, and this a couple hours, maybe two or so, 2 or 3. So yeah, I just love little quick projects in between bigger ones just to kind of break things up. I did use, let's see, you can't really tell. I did use glitter eyes on this, but the glitter is gold and it's just not picking up well on camera, but super cute. Okay, and then the last thing that I have to share with you guys, I think is the one I'm most excited about, and it's funny because it's such a simple, quick, easy project, but I just love stuff like this. I think these would be a great gift idea. I can literally whip one up in like 10 to 15 minutes. So I feel like anybody could use these. I gave some out to some of the ladies at my church that are going on the mission trip with me, and they seem to really like them. So it is these little bookmarks. So it's a flower with the stem and then a little leaf at the bottom. And I just think that is so cute. So this pattern, I'm pretty sure, was on Etsy. I was trying to go back and look for it today, and I thought it was on Pinterest. I thought it was a free pattern, but I couldn't find it. And so I imagine that it was from Etsy, so I'll have to get on my laptop and check, but again, it will be linked in the description. And I just love these because you can use all your scrap cotton yarn. I have a whole bag full of cotton yarn that I just use for little projects here and there, for coasters and scrubbies and things like that. So this is another one of those awesome, quick and easy patterns that you can use with your scraps. And of course, you don't have to use cotton yarn. You could use anything that you wanted to, but these are just so fun. And as I mentioned, I just think they'd be perfect gifts. You can whip up so many of these super quick, and I also think it would be good for markets because you can make so many in such a short amount of time. You could just charge a few dollars for one, and you would definitely be making your money back really quickly because you're only using a tiny bit of yarn and it's literally taking you like 10 minutes. So yeah, I just think these are super cool. But so here's this one. Here's a little up close. Hopefully you can see it. There we go. And of course the little leaf there. So that was one of the first ones I made. I have given several away, like I mentioned, so I don't have all of them here, but I have started some other ones. So here's another little flower that I've made. And another one. I did change this pattern up a little bit and kind of make it my own style and how I would like it to be. And so these are from the original pattern. Of course, I haven't weaved in the ends on this, but I don't know if you can tell, but they kind of, the leaves, the petals, I should say, fold in on themselves, if that makes sense. So I don't know if you can tell, but see how it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just not really... How do I explain this? It's not staying open like this, like a flower and like sturdy. It's, you know, it folds up quite a bit. There's not a lot of structure to it, I guess is what the word I'm looking for. So, this is one that I did after I tweaked the pattern. So, as you can see, it is staying, it's holding its shape much better. I mean, it's still yarn, so it's still, you know, movable. But you take this versus, you know, this, and you can see, I hope, the difference, how it's just more structured and staying that good flower shape better. And I also did a different center. So for this pattern, she does chain 2, and then in the first chain, she makes her first round of single crochets. And for this, I did a different color for the middle. In the original pattern, she didn't do that. For the middle of this, I used a different color and did the magic ring so that it's fully closed. And then I added another treble crochet in the petal. And yeah, I think that really helped and worked out and made it a little more like I would want it to be. Here's one that I also made where I tweaked the pattern in the same way, but I didn't use a different color for the center. But you can see that it's still very sturdy and keeping that flower shape. So I really, really am loving making these, and I just think it looks so cute in the book. So yeah, these have just been super fun. Let me know if you would like to see a tutorial on these. I would obviously show you the version that I have tweaked, and I would obviously give credit to the Etsy seller for the inspiration for this bookmark. So let me know if you would like to see that. But that is all that I have to show you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing the projects that I have been working on over the last couple weeks. We have had a busy week this week. I am volunteering with Vacation Bible School at our church, and it's been an amazing week. But I'm not getting home until after 9 o'clock or after 9:30 every night. And so, you know, by then I don't have a ton of focus to crochet, so I haven't been crocheting as much during the day as normal. I've mainly just been doing it for about an hour in the morning. But one of my favorite times of day is in the mornings when I'm drinking my coffee, reading my Bible, and just crocheting. It's so nice, and I'm just so thankful that God gives us hobbies that we enjoy, something we can do with our hands and with our mind, and it's just awesome. So thank God for crochet, right? So the verse I want to share with you guys is actually a few verses. It's a whole psalm, but the psalm is only 5 verses, and it's Psalm 100. It says, "Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Know that the Lord, he is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him, bless his name, for the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations." This is just such a happy psalm. It just tells you to praise God, that he is the creator of all things, that he is God, that he takes care of us, and we should give him thanks and praise, and that we should serve him with a grateful and thankful heart. And I think I need that reminder. I think all of us do at times. It's easy to start doing the things that are asked of us, or even that we volunteer for, with kind of, dragging our feet and a little bit of a bad attitude. And, that obviously is not the attitude God wants us to have, and it doesn't help us either. I've definitely come to learn that if there's something that I am supposed to do and I'm stressed about it or anxious about it or just really not feeling it, not in the mood for it, for years I would just let myself feel that emotion and just let myself get so down that by the time it was time to go do that thing, I was just in a bad mood. And when you realize the power that your thoughts have, it's really eye-opening. Now, if I start to get stressed or anxious or in a bad attitude about having to do something, then I try to remind myself to talk myself up. Like, just start praising and thanking God, like this psalm says. And it's amazing how when you just put on that attitude of gratitude, that thankfulness, and you just express that to God in prayer and just tell yourself, I'm thankful I get to do this. I'm so grateful that, I have working arms and working legs, that I can walk and go and serve in this way. Just reminding ourselves how blessed we are. No matter what our circumstances are, we all have struggles, whether it be a physical struggle, a mental struggle, financial struggle, whatever it is, we all have struggles. But I do believe that we all have stuff to be thankful for, and one of those is that we have a good and amazing God who wants us to be thankful to him, to cry out to him, ask him to be the Lord of our life, and there's just so much blessing in that, and I'm just so thankful. So I hope that stirred up a little bit of thankfulness in your heart today, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you all have been working on. I pray that God blesses you, that you have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you super soon in the next one. Bye!